All right, tonight I'm gonna show you how to take the silver plating off of basic items like this, turn it into this. And then you get to keep all of those silver flakes, which I'll show you how to take care of those later because a lot of people don't put that in the videos. The basic essentials that you're gonna need: stainless steel, I use butter knife ends, wire brush, stainless steel, hardware store, cheap, little plastic clips, Amazon 30 pack, it's like $10. Regular old Morton salt. You can use any other brand. I just use regular salt, nothing special. For example, comparison, I put about yay much in a 10,000 milliliter beaker. You're also gonna need one of these, power supply, cheapo, Amazon, 36 bucks, 12 volt. And you're gonna need a 5-gallon bucket with some water. And here in a second, we'll get started. Okay, so step one, after we've mixed the salt and the water with a pretty stout salt content, you're gonna come over to your power supply and you're gonna set it to 12 volts, DC. I don't be responsible for you shocking yourself. All right, now, negative goes to the fork. Spoon, knife, whatever stainless steel object you chose to stick in the water. Now, what I did is I filled the jar all the way up till the very tippy top of that thing was sticking out of the water. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna connect that. Don't worry, you're not gonna get shocked. You can stick your finger in the water, you're not gonna die. Then you're gonna see it's starting to agitate, but it's coming off the ground side. Now, we'll come back to this in a little while, and what you're gonna find is this. Okay, these have been in spoon and a knife. They've been in here for about 10 minutes. So we're gonna take these out, disconnect the positive, undo your little clip, and go fishing. Now, you're gonna see that. And what I do, I just skip. I go right to the bucket. Just trying to do 1,000 pieces of silverware. It's not worth it. Now, this is where that little brush comes in handy. Now it's about 7 minutes in the water. And you can see I took the little wire brush, stuck it in the water because it's a lot easier. It doesn't make a mess when it flings around. You just take your little close that crap right down in there. But clean that out, and then what I do is I put that back in, let it go again for a little while, and that'll be the last of that. All right, so we had our teapot in our beaker for about, I'd say, 30-35 minutes. So when it comes out, it'll look like this, all gooey. This is where the wire brush comes in. Get it down in the bucket and just scrape it off. Comes right off. Even on the gnarly parts. Give it a dip. There you go. You gotta work out a little bit, but for the most part, it comes right off. And then there's all your silver right there. Now once you're done, I've done about 2 or 3 forks in this one, 2 or 3 spoons in that one. Disconnect your power, disconnect your negatives, and you're gonna pull your cathodes out. You're gonna notice they're all black. That actually just wipes off here. You can see that you just wipe that off. All right, we've ran 4 or 5 in each one. Different material. I don't like this one right here. Whatever's inside that makes a really cool lava lamp. It's the only silverware set I've ever seen do that. Not gonna expect much silver out of here because most of the time I get it off in the rinse bucket, but they do get hot, so gotta give it a minute to cool down. and then I'll show you how to do the rinse. Now, once you've done quite a few pieces, or you're done for the evening, and you take the bucket, dump it out, rinse it out, which I'll show you that in a minute. But we'll come back to the flakes. So you end up with all this silver flake, a little bit of copper and base materials mixed in. And you would think maybe, hey, I'm just gonna throw it in the crucible and melt it down. No, sir, you will not, because if you do that, you will get this and a whole big smoky garage. So I strongly recommend you take it straight out of this situation, straight to the nitric acid.